My ex-husband didn't just want to leave me, he wanted to see me destroyed. He set a trap that would force me to choose between my gallery's survival and my own happiness. He thought I was past my prime, too weak to fight back. He was wrong. I was just getting started. I said yes, and Daniel kissed me. Not soft or tentative like in the car, urgent, consuming. His hands in my hair, angling my head, my hands fisted in his shirt. We stumbled backward into my apartment. He kicked the door closed behind him. Never broke the kiss. His hands slid down my sides, gripped my hips, pulled me against him. I could feel every inch of him, his hard chest, his lean stomach, the heat of him. I gasped into his mouth. He walked me backward. My shoulders hit the wall. His body pressed against mine. We stumbled toward the bedroom, kissing, touching, months of wanting compressed into this moment. His hands everywhere, my hands pulling him closer. "I need you," I whispered. "I'm here," he said. Later. Much later. Low light, sheets tangled, both of us catching our breath. Daniel beside me, arm around my waist, face in my hair, my body humming, tender, satisfied in ways I'd forgotten were possible. "You okay?" he murmured against my shoulder. More than okay. "No regrets?" I turned to face him, studied his face in the dim light. "No regrets. You?" He smiled, pulled me closer. "Are you kidding?" Reality exceeded every fantasy. Impossible. Very possible, because fantasies don't include this. This? This. He gestured between us. The after. Just being with you. Talking. This is almost better than... Don't you dare finish that sentence. He laughed, kissed my forehead. Almost. Not quite. We lay in comfortable silence. Then, "I have a call with the Met in 2 days, about the partnership. What are you going to tell them?" "I don't know." "What do you want to tell them?" I was quiet. Then, "I want to tell them no. I want to refuse to diminish myself, to accept that my vision still matters, that I still matter." "So tell them that." "It means the gallery fails." "Maybe. Or maybe it means you rebuild differently." "How?" "I don't know. But you've built something from nothing before. You can do it again." "What if I can't?" "Then we'll figure it out together." "We? This is my problem." "No, we're together now, which means your problems are my problems." "Daniel, we've been together for exactly," I checked the clock, 4 hours. "You can't tie yourself to my sinking ship." "Watch me." I propped myself up on one elbow, looked at him seriously. "We need to talk about this, about what this means professionally, about the complications." "Okay, talk." "If we're together, I can't represent you. It's a conflict of interest. You need to move to another gallery." "Okay." "Okay? Just like that?" "Kate, I don't care about which gallery represents me. I care about you. We'll figure out the rest." "It's not that simple. Your career is just starting. You need the right representation, the right positioning." "Then help me find it. Be my advisor instead of my gallery owner. There are solutions if we want to find them." "The art world is small. People will talk." "Let them. They'll say terrible things about both of us." "I don't care what they say." "You will when it affects your career." "Kate," he sat up, took my hands. "I'm not some kid who doesn't understand consequences. I know what I'm choosing. I'm choosing you. Complications and all." I wanted to believe him, but I'd seen this world eat people alive. What if you wake up and realize you made a mistake, that you gave up opportunities for someone who what? Who's extraordinary? Who makes me want to be better? Who sees the world in ways that make me want to paint it? Kate, stop waiting for me to regret this. I won't. You don't know that. I do. He pulled me close. I love you. I stilled, pulled back to look at him. You don't have to say that. I know. I want to. Daniel, you don't have to say it back, but I wanted you to know. I studied his face, this beautiful man who chose me, who saw me, who made me feel alive. "I love you too," I said quietly. "It terrifies me, but I do." He kissed me, deep and slow and full of promise. The morning came too soon. Daniel in my kitchen, making coffee, wearing just his jeans. I watched him from the doorway, the morning light on his skin, the way he moved through my space like he belonged there. "You're staring," he said without turning. "I'm admiring." He turned, smiled, brought me coffee, kissed my forehead. "Good morning." "Good morning." We sat at my kitchen table, a moment of domestic intimacy that felt strangely natural. "I need to tell you something," I said. "Okay." "When I make the decision about the museum partnership, it has to be mine, not ours. Mine." "I know." "I mean it. You can't factor into this. I can't choose based on what's good for us. I need to choose based on what's right for me." "I understand." "Do you? Because I'm not saying I'm going to choose the partnership. I'm saying the choice has to be separate from you. I can't let you be the reason I say no, or the reason I say yes." He reached across the table, took my hand. "Kate, I don't want to be the reason you do anything. I want to be the person who supports whatever you decide. Whatever you choose, I'm here. But the choice is yours." "You mean that?" "Completely." I squeezed his hand. "Thank you." "For what?" "For not making this harder than it already is." He smiled. "I'm trying. But if you choose the partnership, I'm going to be very disappointed." "I know. Because I think you're better than being someone's assistant." "Associate curator." "Semantics. You're Catherine Winters. You don't work under anyone." "Maybe that's my problem. Maybe my ego has gotten in the way of good business decisions." "Maybe. Or maybe your instincts are telling you something important, and you should listen." We finished coffee. He kissed me goodbye, promised to call later. After he left, I sat in my apartment alone, thinking. I pulled out my phone, called my lawyer. She'd been my divorce attorney 3 years ago, knew me, knew my situation. "Kate, good to hear from you. What can I do?" "I need advice, financial restructuring, potential partnership dissolution before it starts, and conflict of interest navigation." "That's quite a list. Come in today if you can." I went in, spent 2 hours walking her through everything: the museum partnership, the cash flow problems, Daniel, the professional complications. She listened, made notes. "Okay, let me be straight with you. If you turn down the museum partnership, you have about 2 months before bankruptcy, maybe 3 if you cut expenses significantly." "I know." "If you accept the partnership, you're financially secure, but you lose autonomy. And given your description of Marcus Chen, you'll probably be miserable." "I know that too." "The Daniel situation is complicated but manageable. You can't represent him romantically and professionally. Pick one. My advice? Find him excellent representation elsewhere. Announce the relationship publicly. Own it. Don't let it be a secret people discover. Control the narrative." "And if people judge me?" "A 59-year-old woman in a relationship with a consenting adult who makes her happy? Let them talk. You're not doing anything wrong." I smiled. This was why I liked her. "So what do I do?" "That's not my decision, but I'll tell you this. I handled your divorce. I watched Michael destroy your sense of self for a year while we fought it out. I've never seen someone rebuild themselves the way you have. Don't let him win now. Don't let him back into your head. Don't make decisions based on his judgment or anyone else's. Make them based on what you want, what makes you happy, what honors who you are." "And if what I want is risky?" "Then it's risky. But risk is different than recklessness. You're not being reckless. You're being brave." I left her office feeling clearer. That night I had dinner with my daughter, Sophia. She's 32, married to Greg. They have an 8-month-old daughter named Emma. We met at a restaurant near her apartment in Brooklyn. She looked tired. New motherhood will do that. But happy, settled. "How's the gallery?" she asked after we ordered. "Complicated." "How complicated?" I told her. About the cash flow problems, about the partnership offer, about the decision hanging over me. She listened quietly. "Are you going to take it?" "I should. It's the smart choice. But it means admitting they're right, that I need younger people to save me. Sophia reached across the table, took my hand. Mom, you're at the height of your powers. The market doesn't think so. The market is run by men who are terrified of women over 40. Screw them. I smiled despite myself. When did you get so wise? I had a good teacher. We ate in comfortable silence for a moment. Then she said, "Can I ask you something?" "Of course." "Are you seeing someone?" I nearly choked on my wine. "What?" "You look different, lighter, like something good is happening." I set down my fork, looked at her, debated lying, decided on honesty. "There's someone, maybe. It's complicated." "Why complicated?" "Because he's an artist I'm representing, because it could affect both our careers." "But you care about him?" "Yes." "And he cares about you?" "Yes." "Then what's the problem?" "It's not that simple." "Mom, yes it is. Do you love him?" I closed my eyes. "Yes." "Then stop overthinking it. You spent 30 years making Dad happy. When do you get to be happy?" "What if people judge me?" "Let them. You're Catherine Winters. You've never lived your life for other people's approval. Don't start now." She was right. I knew she was right. We finished dinner, hugged goodbye outside the restaurant. "Mom," Sophia said before leaving. "Yeah?" "Choose happiness, whatever that looks like. You've earned it." I watched her walk away. Then I walked home through the city thinking about Daniel, about the gallery, about choices and consequences, and what it means to build a life when nothing looks the way you expected. The next morning, I called the museum, asked to move up my meeting with Marcus Chen. They scheduled it for that afternoon. I arrived at the Metropolitan Museum at 2 p.m. Marcus was in his office, looking smug. "Kate, please sit. I've been looking forward to this. I assume you're here to accept our offer?" "I'm here to give you my answer." "Excellent. Let me pull up the contract." "No." He stopped. "No?" "No, I'm declining the partnership." His face went carefully blank. "I see. Can I ask why?" "Because I've spent 25 years building my vision into something people respect. I'm not interested in subordinating that to anyone. Not you, not the museum, not anyone." "Kate, I think you're making a mistake. Your gallery is failing. I'm aware of my gallery's financial situation, but I'd rather go down on my own terms than succeed on someone else's." "That's very romantic. It's also very impractical. What will you do?" "Rebuild. Differently. On my own terms." "Good luck with that. The market is brutal right now." "I'm aware. Thank you for the opportunity." I stood to leave. "Kate?" "Yes?" "You're making a fool of yourself. Everyone knows about the artist, the young one. You think refusing this partnership and pursuing that is going to end well? He's using you." "He's not, but even if he were, that would be my mistake to make, not yours to judge." "Your ex-husband was right about you." That stopped me. "Excuse me?" "Michael said you'd let your ego destroy you, that you couldn't adapt, that you were too proud to accept you weren't relevant anymore." I see he was right. I walked back to his desk, leaned on it, looked him in the eye. Michael is a bitter man who couldn't handle that I didn't fall apart when he left. He's spent 3 years trying to prove I'm nothing without him. This partnership, this whole thing, was his idea, wasn't it? He suggested you offer it to me. Marcus's silence confirmed it. He wanted to watch me accept subordination, wanted to see me diminished, admit he'd been right all along. Well, I'm not giving him that satisfaction. Tell Michael I said to go fuck himself. And Marcus, in 10 years when I'm still making careers and discovering artists, you'll still be playing politics. Good luck with that. I left, got in the elevator, started shaking, pulled out my phone, texted Daniel. I did it, turned them down. His response immediate. "How do you feel?" "Terrified, exhilarated, free." "I'm proud of you. Come over tonight. Let me make you dinner." I went over, He'd cooked, badly, but the effort was sweet. We ate, talked, and I felt lighter than I had in months. Because even though I'd just made the riskiest decision of my professional life, I'd made it honestly. I'd made it for me. The next 2 weeks were a blur. I restructured the gallery, smaller, leaner, more focused, cut expenses, brought on a partner who could handle some of the financial burden, focused on what I did best, discovering artists, curating shows, trusting my instincts. It wasn't the empire I'd built before, but it was mine, honest, true. I also called 3 major galleries about representing Daniel, was honest with all of them, told them about his talent, about his potential, about the fact that I couldn't represent him anymore for personal reasons. 2 galleries were interested immediately, both prestigious, both could take his career exactly where it needed to go. He met with both, chose one, Marlowe Contemporary. Excellent reputation, perfect for him. And then came the hard part. His first major opening with the new gallery was scheduled for 6 weeks out, a solo show, his breakthrough moment. We had a choice to make. Hide the relationship, keep it quiet until his reputation was more established, or go public, own it, risk everything. We were having dinner at my apartment when we finally talked about it. "What do you want to do?" I asked. "I want to walk in there with you, openly, as a couple, but I know that's not fair to you." "Fair to me? Your reputation, your gallery. If we're public, people will talk. They'll talk anyway. But if we hide it for now—" "I don't want to hide you," he looked at me. "Neither do I, but I don't want you to lose everything because of me." "What if we've been thinking about this wrong?" "What do you mean?" "What if instead of hiding or apologizing or making excuses, we just own it? We walk in together. If anyone asks, we tell the truth. We're together, we're happy, and we're not ashamed of it." "Kate, that's risky, I know, but I'm tired of making decisions based on fear, based on what other people will think. I want to make decisions based on what I want, and I want you, openly, honestly. Let them talk." He stared at me. "You're serious?" "Completely." "What about your ex-husband? He'll be there. He's on the board of half the institutions in this city." "Good. Let him see. Let him see that I'm happy, that I chose myself, that his manipulation didn't work." Daniel pulled me close. "I love you. I love you too." "So we're doing this? Going public?" "We're doing this." My ex-husband thought he had me cornered. He thought I was broke, broken, and finished. He had no idea I was finally free. Kate is finally fighting back. Do you think she can save the gallery and keep Daniel? Subscribe to see the finale. Their truth is about to come out.